So, my chargers were taking up a lot of space. They were taking up a lot of space, especially on the power strip. So I cobbled together, this is a pile of junk here, all of that, ignore that. And it does need to be organized a little bit better, but this is the charger shelf. We have several radios for each of these chargers, but there's only one of each type here. We swap the batteries and stuff, but I have 4 of them run off the same plug. This plug right here. This one is the router, and then these 3 are something over there. But 4 of these I have run off of one plug, and I could have run a lot more. But if you can see that, will it let you see it? So it's set at 11 volts, and then the amps are set at, I think 4 amps is what I set it at. But it only draws what it needs. Right now you can see that it's using 720 milliamps. And these chargers are usually 10 volts at 10 or 11 volts at 800 milliamps. They're usually 800 milliamp hour output with 10 or 11 volts. So that's why. But it's only going to use what it needs. This is a buck converter, and I have several different types. This one just happens to have a screen on it, so I used it. These are really cheap. I think this buck converter was like $12 on the eBays, and it's getting its power from a 19 volt Hewlett Packard charger. So, and then it's buck converted down to 11 volts, and 4 amps is the maximum draw that will allow. And then I have 4 chargers, not necessarily these, but I have 4 plugs coming off of it right here. So, and I think this will do about 12 amps. That power supply, I believe, is 14 amps. So I could, if I wanted to max it out, I could probably do 10 or 14. Probably 10 would be safe. I'd have to do the math, but you know, I could max it out and do 10 chargers on that one plug, and I wouldn't have to have all this here. And if you're ham, then you understand these little power supply transformers, wall warts, whatever you want to call them. You understand the dilemma with these. And this is the way you can get around it, because they're all the same basically. This one's 12.5 volts, 800 milliamps, which would mean that, you know, 11 volts is a good medium there. And we're talking batteries here, and most of these have regulators inside of them. So then again, the lithium ion batteries also have control modules in them, so most of them, unless they're cheap. But yeah, cute little project, just get something with more voltage and amperage than you need, and use a buck converter, split it off on all the plugs, and you probably won't have a mess like this. But give it a try. So it's been working great. It's not getting hot, so I may go ahead and just put all of those chargers on the same, you know, just cut the transformers off of those plugs and just wire them in there also, and put it on 8 amps maximum, and let it run. It'll save me a lot of space. I could probably get rid of the power strip at that point too. Love y'all.